More suds for sharing in a Soaps for Love collaboration. Can she soap it? I asked friends and family on Facebook to nominate local organizations to receive this batch of soap, and then I did a random drawing for the organization that will receive it. This batch will go to our local Christian Women's Job Corps, and the friend who nominated them will receive the end piece. Thank you for your kind nominations. I really love seeing your drive to make a difference in our communities. This fragrance behaves very well in cold processed soap, so I can add it directly to my oils before adding my lye water solution. This is Blue Vibrance and Neutral Gray, both from Nurture Soap Supply, and the black is Activated Charcoal. The soap was way too thin to do the in the pot swirl that I wanted to do, so I had to use the stick blender again to help it thicken up a little bit. These are soap dough raindrops made with an extruder. I coated them in white mica, hoping it might give them a bit of an outline in the soap. It didn't work, but maybe I'll try that again another time. I'm trying to be very careful when I pour this batter so that I don't make my little raindrops turn, and I was pretty successful with that. I only made one of them turn completely upside down. After I poured this layer, I let the soap set up about 20 minutes before using my homemade soap shaper tool. I made this scraper from a plastic sheet. I was able to fairly easily cut it with scissors and clean up the rough edges with a file. The scalloped edge is supposed to be reminiscent of storm clouds. I taped a pencil to it as a guide so I wouldn't scrape too far into the soap. If I remember correctly, I believe there's a good tutorial on how to calculate your soap batter and where to place your guide on your soap scraper on an I Dream in Soap video. If I don't remember correctly and all of that info isn't in the video, it's still a good tutorial and a good use of time if you're considering doing a sculpted layer soap. I'll be sure to link that below as well as the type of plastic I used to make my scraper. Most soapers I see use a tea strainer to dust a mica line onto their soaps. I don't have a tea strainer, but I do have little organza bags. These work very well. I actually think these little bags work better when they're turned inside out because the mica doesn't seem to get stuck in the seams as much. Just make sure to blow off the extra mica, or you run the risk of your soap coming apart at the line when you cut it. There's a great treamery video on pencil lines that I'll link below. I treated the next 2 layers as their own batches of soap. This way I could take my time sculpting the layers without worrying about the other layers setting up too much. It made for a pleasant and relaxing soap experience. This layer is colored in Snow White Mica and Neutral Gray Mica, both from Nurture Soap Supplies.